Oh, golly gosh. Hello everybody, welcome back. Today's gonna be another day where I'm trying to be productive in real life, and I thought I would have you help me be accountable. So I've come up with 2 things out of 3 things today. Carpet cleaner. As you can see, the rug doctor is out. I want to clean the arms of the sofas and like the sides and stuff. Basically the bits I can't chuck in the washing machine. And then I also want to clean and repaint the living room door frame, which is where you're kind of like stood now, just in that door frame. And I want to repaint that. So the trim out there was a grey colour, the same as that wall back there. Basically I had it all tonal and I'm over it. It's a bit dull. I'm not in the mood for that, so I've been painting everything green. I mean, it's been a long time coming, let's face it. Millennial green, what can we say? I have to admit though, I have been a lover of sage green forever, and I don't know where this has come from. I think we all secretly have, haven't we? I remember when I moved here, so like 8 years ago now, I painted all of like my garden gates and like external woods in a sage green. I still love it and I still top it up. Anyway, so the colour that I've been using recently, I really like this, is Gooseberry Fall 4 from Dulux, and I just had that there, and that's what I've been painting out there with. It's lovely. I'll show you that in a bit. But like I said, first of all, I want to use the carpet cleaner. I like to do 3 jobs really, and I'm undecided of what that 3rd job is going to be this afternoon, but we will do it together. The to-do list has been written. I was just sat down, by the way, watching Code of Silence. Really liking that, but I figured, Chelsea, get up, get off your butt. You need to be productive. Come on, now is the time. Don't waste your time watching the TV. Don't get me wrong, I was having a lovely relax, but I didn't need to watch the whole episode. So halfway through, I've turned it off. And here I am, I'm going to be productive. So hopefully this video inspires you to get productive. Maybe write a little to-do list of things you maybe have to tackle and don't really want to. I tell you what the 3rd one should be. It should be decluttering this side table in here. It's awfully full of junk. I'm going to do it. I'm going to add it to the list. It's something I don't want to do, but it desperately needs doing. The top drawer is where we chuck all our letters and stuff that we can't be bothered to deal with, that we don't want to sort out, or we don't really want to get rid of because we're like, do we have to keep this one? Is this important? But it's on there. That might take me longer than today, but it will be in this video. So riveting content for you: carpet cleaner, painting, and decluttering. This is what my life is at the moment. It's helping me improve my life. So let's get to it. Before I do start though, I should put away this laundry. Just a couple of t-shirts on here that could do with folding. I should put this on my list as well and have things knocked off as I go. But these here I popped up yesterday. To be honest, it was quite sunny yesterday. I could have put them on the line, but I didn't. I chose to put them here just in case it started raining in the evening. That's why I did that, but it did actually. Chris Stapleton, All American Roadshow. Let me tell you something, best concert I've ever been to in my whole entire life. I love a good concert. Chris Stapleton, however, he was fantastic in person. I do have a few more country concerts booked for this year. Contemplating, obviously, getting country to country tickets over in London this October. Well, the kind of concert is in March, but the tickets always go for sale in October. I love it. It's such a good time. But here we go. There we go. T-shirts folded. Took no time at all, did it? Anyone would think that I've done that before. So let's collapse this clothes hangy thing. Get that out the way. Perfect. That lives behind that door. Just like that. This will get a little bit loud, obviously, because we've got Hetty. There she is, the queen bee herself. What a babe. Roman's already like, I'm out of here. I hate this. So Hetty, here she is. Look at her cute little face. We adore her. What I like to do, hoover down all of this. It's an absolute pain, I'm not going to lie, this material. It's the one downside to this sofa that we bought. So the sofas that I have are the Next Ashford, and the colour is oyster in the tweedy blend. It's basically just like a really fine knit tweed, but it's really soft. Love this. Just gives a little bit of texture to the eye, like in real life. But the problem is it traps dog hairs. And then the armrests, they get filthy, and the sides get filthy as well. But that's where the Rug Doctor comes in. The cushions themselves, right? You can take these off. They have little zips at the back. Little zips here. You can unzip them, put them in the wash, and yeah, get them out on the line. But it's not sunny, and I won't do this one. I did the other one last week because I knew I was going to be using the Rug Doctor this week to clean everything. I wanted to get these done in time, but I didn't, just so that they're all cleaned at the same time. I typically do this every, I don't know, 4 to 6 months, I would say, basically just when it needs doing. This looks a little bit overdue now. It looks a little bit rough and ready. People came around yesterday. I was like, oh, really sorry, I am going to clean this. But yeah, so it's a bit grubby, but you know, we can get it clean in no time. So first things first, hoover it up. I should give you a little before, shouldn't I? Let me show you up close what this looks like. In fact, I will put it on my phone because my phone will probably pick this up better. But hopefully there you can kind of see like it is just grubby. Do you see that? Like it's got little hairs in it and everything. And yeah, so we'll get all the hairs out first of all, and then we'll get to cleaning that. It is going to be a little bit loud, so I will put some music on, but let's get going. There we go, nicely hoovered. All the hairs are out of that now. So let's move on to the other noisy tool, the Rug Doctor. This is the little attachment bit that we like to use. Got a little spray handle on there. You spray your stuff on and then you just kind of suck it out, giving it a little kind of brush at the same time. So let's whack this baby on. We need to get it on the tool and we can get going.
Get fooled by anyone so easily.
There we go, first one done. It's still a bit damp to touch, but the suction of that got most of it out. Just coming down on my phone again, I'm gonna show you up close. Much better. Ooh, perfect. It is still wet around the edge here, which is why it looks a little bit off color, but that will dry down the same. Just gorgeous. Little bit damp to touch, but the suction of that's done most of it. This little mark on the floor there, something I need to get out as well in a moment. But the next part is just doing this side. Obviously the dog rubs past this, so it gets some oils on. What's that? Oh, that's just a bit wet. But yeah, already looking miles better. Oh, perfect. Lovely, jubbly. I'll put the fire on once I finish this and it'll dry quick. So yeah, I need to get to that section there, but I will do the whole thing.
I lost you, but then you were mine again. Just like the wind and the fire, wind and the fire. We forget about everything, every truly remarkable thing. No wonder we lost.
Just changed my top. This jumper has now been demoted to a painting jumper because I got hot glue all down front of it. Do you see that? And it's like burnt the jumper. So not to say goodbye to it, I thought I'd save it and turn it into a painting jumper. But this here is the doorway that I was talking about. So this grey colour is the same colour that's on the wall in the living room. So if you go in through there, there's the back of the sofa and the sideboard that I need to declutter, and the grey wall is over there. Does that make sense? So all cutie cutie. This here, absolutely filthy. Do you see that? That there is where the dog brushes past it, and I have to clean that every single week. It's awful. The way that I clean all of the dog kind of grime off is literally elbow grease. This one here, love it. I also like the pink one, and just the cloth. So I'm just gonna scrub that down. I would like to paint this door as well, really, but I don't have enough of the paint. So we'll see what happens. Look at that, goes from brown to white instantly. That's all I do every week. It's just part and parcel of having a dog, truly. I would not know where I would be without elbow grease. I used to spend so long actually just scrubbing that down to try and get the grease off with like fairy or whatever. It used to take so long, but now just a couple of squirts of that stuff and you're off to a winner, you know? Would it be a dream to be sponsored by elbow grease? Yes, but you know, a girl can wish. We're a long way off that. But yeah, look at that. Just a nice scrub down. Like I said, I would like to paint just the trim of this today. Thinking maybe doing this part or maybe up to that before I decide to paint the door. I've already tested it on this side. As you can probably see, this part up to there is that green colour. So it's just kind of like the same darkness, the same tone, but it's just a green tone. And I just think that warms up this space so much better rather than the grey that is there. It's quite blue toned and I'm just not a fan of that anymore. I just think green as a neutral, it just looks nicer and it just suits the cottage better, to be honest. Like, it's quite blue, like lit, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but like the natural light coming through tends to lean towards more of like a cool tone. So we have to have quite warm lights to warm the place up. And I just think too blue, a bit doom and gloom. I'm looking for light and just coziness in the cottage now. So we're going to cosify up the cottage together, one little productive afternoon at a time. Hope you're ready to go along the journey. I do want to do a bit of a kind of makeover in the living room, really, like sort out that back wall where the Decennial prints and stuff are, like that, actually that grey wall. So repaint that, maybe panel it or something, and then add on some like prints or actual photos of people in real life, or maybe photos that we've taken in real life. We have so many wonderful photos and like of Grand Canyon and stuff like that, like places we've actually visited, and instead we've just got stock photos on the wall. It's quite sad, really. But anyway, let's have enough of that. Like I said, the paint that I'm using is this one, the Gooseberry Fall 4. Now I got this in Homebase in Truro. That's since shut down. Isn't that sad? I have already given this door frame a sand a couple of months ago now, when I actually was going to do it. And I was going to prime it again before painting, but I can't find any primer, so we're just going to have to stick with it. I did use this last night on a little upcycle, actually. I am filming a little bit of an upcycle video with some things that I was going to take to the charity shop, and I thought, actually, I just fancy a little craft, so I got right to it. Oh, these tins are the worst at opening. You've probably seen it, and it's all mulched up because I don't know what it is with Dulux ones. Does anyone else get this? Look, it just literally disintegrates, like the actual tin. Absolute pants, isn't it? I'm gonna have to get a screwdriver. This colour is just gorgeous. I'm so pleased with this. So obviously you have to get this mixed up because it's not like a off-the-shelf colour, or it might be, but look at that. Beautiful. And it does dry like a little bit more muted or a little bit darker than that. So I'll show you. Anyway, let's get to painting. Am I gonna paint up to that bit? Yeah, I'm gonna paint that bit. All right. I have got the world's smallest paintbrush, but I'll just put you on a time lapse and give you some music.
Hey mama, could you get up soon? I get so cold in the other room. Here I am, honey, half awake. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay.
Right, that's one side done. I just want to show you this on my phone because it is quite dark out here, the difference. Okay, so where shall I show? Oh, there we go. Look, we've got a light. Let there be light. So this here, very much grey. This, green. Grey, green. Do you see what I mean? It definitely warms it up. This one here is obviously the bit that's all been sanded. needs to be painted back. I just think it looks so much better with the floor. I do need to repaint the walls. I've got like some green bits down in places where it shouldn't be, but I'm going to repaint them white. I don't know, I just like it a lot better than the grey. So we're going for the green. There it is. I think that will look good. There it is where it meets. See that? Beautiful. I adore it. So out with the grey, in with the green. I feel like every single millennial saying that right now, but yeah, it's nice. Although that door frame is broken. Definitely needs to fix, but that is the least of my priorities right now. So yeah, that's where we are, and that's what I'm going to carry on painting.
Look at the maker in the face. Get yourself moving, you'll be okay. Get yourself moving. Get yourself moving.
Do you know what? I don't actually want to admit this. I don't love it. I think it looks too light. I know it dries back a bit darker, but I just think it needs contrast in here. Like maybe this, but like 4 shades darker. I think with this wood over here, it's too light over this side. Like, do you see? So my stairs have got like this wood banister, then opposite, I think that's just, there's not enough contrast. It looks really good against the floor, like when it actually meets the floor, like by the skirting board and stuff. Do you see? Like that colour looks really lovely. But I think, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to like it if the door's all this colour. It's just going to look too light. Dear, oh dear. Well, I'm just going to finish painting it up. I know this dries darker, and I'm going to reconsider. Oh, so I might be painting this again soon. If I do, I'll keep you updated. The colour's beautiful and it does look good. And I did have this suspect feeling like when I painted the skirting board to begin with, because that was wood and I painted it so like it was just a bit more subtle out here. But I think it does have to be a darker colour, maybe more like a kind of khaki colour or something, or like just a darker, brownier, muddy, kind of earthier toned green rather than this. It's a lovely colour, but oh dearie me, here I go again. I know what I get like. Once I start painting, I don't stop. We'll see. I'm going to paint this, finish it off in this colour, leave it for a week or so, maybe browse Pinterest, and if I change my mind, I'll let you know. What do you think? Tell me your honest opinion. It needs to be darker, doesn't it? Oh well, at least it's got a fresh coat of paint.